Lucas Auer and Clement Schmidt both out. On board with Maro Engel with the McLaren to the right of the picture. There was the contact into the barrier when Schmidt and out of the race. Lucas Auer coming off the same spot. This is what it looked like on board with Sheldon van der Linde right in front of him, having to avoid not 1 but 2. And a puncture coming out of turn 3. That sent the car uncontrollably into a spin. A little runoff into the barrier. Are we going to get a replay of what happened?
Oh.
Bit of bodywork flies off there. Understeers. Does he get the barrier there?
I think he had a flat. I reckon the tyre exploded and then he went off into the barrier afterwards. That's what it looked like to me.
Get it.
Fortunately, the fire that we just saw between Greif and Holzem, here's another view of it. This is where they were going 3 abreast out of the corner. That is why the rear wing became detached. Just the rear panel of the car. It was the rear quarter. It was actually the back panel of it, wasn't it? That's going to do the handling no good at all. The rear bumper goes flying to the side of the track.
Here we go. Watch the Lamborghini first, the gold Grasser Racing Lamborghini.
Oh.
No, it was just before that. But coming into that corner, almost exactly the same thing happened for Theresa. And it's because of the full course yellow, they all slowed down and Greif didn't realise quickly enough, or they looking for his first podium of the season as well. Replay on board with Greif, and that was the moment, that was at turn 11 that he lost the bonnet. It's falling apart. He's got 4 wheels on still though, so and a steering wheel, so that'll do for now.
Well, a warning, but Marvin Clan has 2. Right, looking again at the Stiak moment, he really did take an awful lot of speed. You can see the splitter parting company with the car as well. Sebastian Freimer parked up at the side of the track. This may well bring out another full course yellow. Now, what's happened here? He's got together, I think, with Gianluca Tucciaroglu and Horst Felix Felbermayr in there as well. That's a complete mess for the stewards to sort out. Whatever it is, now let's have a look. This is a better angle. He did get together with Jan Seifert. And clearly he's got some damage. Seifert also, you can see the smoke pouring from his car once again, because all of this has allowed Kelly to get away. That is Carol Kraut, who's gone spinning up on turn 3. Now, I don't think he's been collected by anybody. He's been able to rejoin, so all's good there. On board with Senna Van Stolen, we'll see what happened. It was he who he got together with. 5 red lights on, 5 red lights off. Thomas Radonis has not got away. Oh, we've got problems. This is going to bring out a stoppage. He's being collected. I think that was Thomas Cangro. Looked to me, I couldn't see the lights there. Looked like Dirk Schuiten was very eager out of the blocks there, but that's kind of irrelevant at the moment. Look at that, Alex Ryman taking a wheel on the bonnet. He wants to pull clear of Dirk Schuiten into second now. Dirk Schuiten, that's Robin Knudsen going off wide. Also Niels Langeveld as well.
To Kataponen in the middle of your picture. Oh no, a spin. That's James Wharton has been tagged into a spin there. That's Zach David who was on the grass, but to just run straight on. Matteo De Paolo in the wars again. Oh, wow. Well, Matteo De Paolo yesterday, and is he going to take contact to the right rear? Yes. Oh, it's like almost, it's the scene of the crime from yesterday, isn't it? Valerio Rinicella and Matteo De Paolo at turn 10 once again. Well, yesterday, there must have been contact between those two there.
Let's take a look at what happened on the brakes. Turning, just got in high. Understeered right into the wall.
Here we go, look. See that left rear gets onto the paint. You want him to go in and throw a fresh set on. If you were there, you want to put new wets on.
Exit of the carousel, here's the king.
Oh, it's an entry.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. And guys, you can see there's safer barrier right there because of this kind of accident.
And that is almost certainly...
Leads the field, his teammate Marcus Armstrong in the green car tucks in behind, and here around the outside comes Kyle Kirkwood. Oh no! Linus Lundqvist has spun, and so too has Armstrong.
I believe Marcus Armstrong. And then further back, Colton Herta with nowhere to go.
And who was that went off there on the side there?
Oh wow. Around again for Colton Herta after contact there with Linus Lundqvist. This is on countryman Marcus Ericsson. No, up the inside.
Stingray rolled up the inside.
Yeah, I mean, Stingray just misses the corner completely.
That will certainly go to race control for review.
It's a hot
Kiffin
spot.
Simpson, guys, just crashed over in Canada corner.
Whoa.
Big off.
Rasmussen, do they hit? They
Sure
most
does.
certainly do.
Overly aggressive moves all race long so far from Rasmussen.
So how hard does Kiffin Simpson get into the wall or the tire barrier? Unfortunately, that's concrete. That's
Yeah.
a big hit.
As for Callum Hedge, it is pretty significant. The rear wing on that thing is destroyed for the driver from New Zealand.
So the tires stay together. You can see he just locked the car up, got it a little bit too high, spun a couple times, went across that gravel trap pretty quick, hits the back, fairly good clip, takes that wing, as you said, right off it.
Went his way and through turn at number 5, spun. He did catch a banner, but he was able to get the car.
Have big flat spots. It creates a big vibration and a lot of problems. And we've got a big crash here. That's Kiko Porto in the 39, normally driven by Nolan Siegel. Oh, big contact into turn 1.
Oh, it's Miles Rowe and it's Jordan Missig. Damage for both cars. That's going to bring out a caution.
There's your leader, Sykes. Brooks runs in second. Escoto in third. Oh, there's contact. He's going to clear someone out. That was Matt Clark that got cleared out by the 68 of Ethan Ho. The brakes are better. There's contact there. A driver's gone over. Contact coming out of Billy Mitchell into turn 14, climbed over the back, coming across a little bit like trying to crisscross. Big contact.
Misjudged the crossover there a little bit.
Yeah, and then there the thing starts rolling. And then look at the halo. It is just such a fantastic addition to these cars.
In the dark green of Rebel Rock Racing, well, they came here very excited, and he's gone off at turn 9 and hit the wall. Now, has he hit the wall on the left-hand side? Was that Frank Depew coming up the inside? Yes, it was. There wasn't room there. No, there wasn't room there. The Carbon BMW continues on. And, well, that was a side-by-side accident again with that 93 Montreal Motorsport car. It's back in its box and it is under review. And there's another spin down at the bottom of the hill.
These two guys are shiny stickers, so we have seen no scrub tires put on the car, at least of any sort of significance at this point in the race. There's a huge dust cloud in turn 1. What's happened down there, John? Full course caution.
He was battling with a number of different cars. Now, has he been hit from behind and turned into the pit wall? Is that what's happened? No. Yes. He was turned into the outside, the bridge abutment, but he was hit. That is a huge, huge incident. Zach Lee and Max Opalski, and I think it was. Do we have the evidence? We have circumstantial at the moment. There was side by side. Oh, and a nasty flick to the right and drop down to the bottom end of the top 20. Puts a right front wheel on the grass, and there might have been a little touch on Opalski there. It is Alex Matura who was on pole for the Legends. Over 45s and a spin early on and damage early on. And the yellow flags are out. Max Opalski is going again. So after the first incident, the major part of the field got through. Tom Tate got spun around, and yeah, that was Marcus Vento for JV Racing Team. Now, Tom Tate, I think, got a little bit of a... yes, it was a little bit of a hip and shoulder there from the automatic racing car. Was that Shay? Always get a good welcome around these parts. There's plenty of places to go and have something to eat as Jim Farley comes up the inside in that heritage livery for Jeremy Fletcher and Sam Paley, who were battling for the last step on the box. He was trying to go around Sam Paley. He wasn't going to get through there.
Final turn. Now, who did that come from? That would be Alex Bashura into the final complex of corners. After that final opportunity, oh no, and it was Woody Hyman again involved, this time with Cody Powell.
Break down this lead group, which is, 9 cars back to, and there's contact. Now this is going to break things up a little bit. New surface, so coming through the carousel, was there a slight touch on the inside? Gresham Wagner. Oh, there's a little nudge there. That was a mistake from Aaron Johnson, and he's put Jared Thomas into the gravel.
Aquaplaning.
Wow. Vale. Entonces ahora sí lo entiendo.
Into one, rear of the car comes around.
You've got as a driver than the camera has looking down on it all. Yeah, he got into the side of him, but sort of difficult and back. This is the lockup then from Sargent a while ago. We got Daniel Ricciardo. They're all inters, I'm hearing. They are, there we go, just drops it on the curb. And they are all intermediates out there.
Now, he can make a free pit stop, put on brand new tyres.
Pits.
Right,
Russell will give up a place.
Ferrari goes round. So it was Sainz spun and Albon, but it was already going round on the way into the corner, wasn't it? If he'd have put his foot on the brake, he may have.
Several cars are taking evasive action as well. I think that's Efren Castro in the back of the screen as well. Jimmy Libera. Oh, somebody's off into the wall as well. Who is that?
They felt that their young drivers were coming through. Yeah, it was the 68. Very early on here, but we've stayed green. And as far as the classes are concerned then, that's Moisey Arensky now who leads. There was someone into the pit lane as well. Whether that was deliberate or not, I'm not entirely certain, but that doesn't show anybody in the pit lane. What a good drive this is so far by Luke Hartog. And into the wall for the
Colin
77 in the general classification. Keep an eye out for a red flag here, Shay, if you would.
Yep,
while I'm going through the positions. Ahead of Kyle Washington in 22nd and Carlos De Quesada in 23rd position. Mark Kwame in 24th is the next Masters driver, has yet to be able to make it up. A huge, huge impact.
There we have confirmation of the red flag. Here you can see. So basically, in my opinion, what he was doing there, Shay, was getting out of the way of all the other drivers who were on hot laps. I would suggest that he's made contact somewhere because it just looks like there is damage to the car. You're absolutely right. Let's check it out in replay here. Talk about rubbing the barriers, Shay. And a very, very good start from Dylan Medler. Has he got enough temperature in the tyres to maintain the grip? As he does manage to go through.
That's why Bernier has dropped down a further position in category. He's now P6 in Copichel.
I have to say it was extremely good avoidance by Darren Bernstein. As we look at this, you're quite right. Race control will take a look. As taking a look at the inside of Matthias Perez compact.
Cookie goes for a spin.
Let's take a look, Shay.
We were both so excited by it as, it was a dive down the inside and the mirror from Bruce Cleveland getting chucked aside. It's very slippery out there, and just because you're on the right tires, I mean, look at the car and shot ahead of her before we got to that situation with a huge wiggle as well.
Williams, and for the Shell Am drivers, it's Roger Monteforte. Here's more action.
That was a scary moment. And Michael's not the kind of guy to make those mistakes on his own, so was there someone else involved? No, it was just driving too far over to driver's left, dropped two wheels on the grass, and oh my goodness, what a big impact for Michael.
At that point, once those wheels were on the grass, Shay, is
brilliant battle for the final overall podium spot. Long way to go, and Hemandra Pillai's into the back of Pranav Vangala. There was small contact made. Pranav Vangala spins through 180 degrees.
And is that Miura looking to the inside? Certainly it is. Will he get it stopped? Oh, contact between them, and that's bad news for Maizawa. He's facing the wrong way. That's going to hand the lead in class to his competition. I think that's Kunihiro as well, who has spun off the rear of Maizawa's car. Oh, and Maizawa spins again. Is that a tyre that's gone down potentially in the midst of the contact? This was the move. Maizawa had already gotten through, tried to turn in, and Saito's nose was still there.
Jung's doing everything he can to force him wide within reason. Oh, a little bit of contact further back. And Abdullah's just spun right in front of the field. Well done to all of them to get around him. Nanjiang's just gone in a bit deep, run wide. Yeah, and he just opened up the steering a little bit. He may have...
Even start from both of the front row men. Carl Swift trying to get up the inside line, and there is contact, and Carl Swift's car is upside down. There is carnage further back. Car spinning around left, right and centre, and that is going to be an immediate red flag. Carl Swift, the championship leader.
Max Maserati just ahead of him, the fellow British driver. Oh, contact between the two of them. And that is Almost a repetition of what we had a year ago. He's gone to the inside line there of Grassonis. They're going to hit. They do. They touch. That's hugely unfortunate. And now Capelli to the inside of Dubek. Oh, and they touch as well. Capelli forcing Dubek into the barriers. That all first full season drivers, but there's been an incident further back there. Strickler, Benedetti and Capelli again. A study in misfortune, and well, a couple of different incidents going on at once there. Benedetti into the side of Strickler, and as they run to the Cooper Straight for the final time, they're still side by side. Oh, they pinch, they meet at the middle, and I think Melvin de Groot's tyres going down. He goes straight on across the grass. A dramatic end. Iasani tried to keep it out of the wall, but
we're going to see what happened. Oh, we caught the end of it.
He hit the tyres.
Oh, yeah, nasty one.
That's a big hit.
Yeah, yeah.
That will have knocked the wind out of him, that.
Here on the outside, I think he's kept third position, so now he's going to be chasing down Abrams. Oh, this big contact.
Yeah.
That's Sherwood who's been taken out, and I think it's his teammate pulling.
这边在慢速弯角，哇，两台赛车轻微的发生了擦碰。黄喜正跟廖启顺，这边廖启顺的赛车能够快速的。
Brittany's car trying to push itself right. What a great ball, a huge fireball. Justin Ashley explodes an engine at the top end, and Brittany Forrest.
Little flash down there for Wilkerson. He's got himself a fire at the top end of the racetrack. He's got it stopped, and he's getting out of there.
We come back to the green flag. Trouble cars upside down on the front stretch. And the David Crowell, one of them. Great start by David Crowell, had a run out of turn 4. Meanwhile, Sheldon Hutch, red flag conditions, cars upside down into turn number 1. David Gravel had a run, but got into the back of Donnie Schatz, I believe. Gravel nearly caught the wall. Did get a piece of Kim Kading, who caught Brooke Tatnell. That sent Tatnell digging in and tumbling. Christopher Traum there involved. The 7S sliding in. It was absolute chaos.
Y pues nos falta muy poco para comenzar ya la parte crítica, mi querido Ed, de la... Mira, nada más, ahí tenemos un contacto.
Rodrigo Mayo, Juan Antonio Reyes, y aparece también Carlos David Novelo en la transición allá a la salida de la curva 2. Se descompone la camioneta número 1 y cuando quiere regresar provoca otro contacto con la 67 y Carlos David Novelo no tiene espacio.
Están intentando hacer las camionetas para trabajar un poco en equipo. Hoy está perdiendo el control. No.
Jean-Philippe Trudeau pierde la camioneta. No ha tocado el muro. Bien. Un prodigio.
Una magnífica noticia para esta contendiente de aquí, Aguascalientes, que radica también en la Ciudad de México, y bueno, un gran esfuerzo confirmando ahí las 3 posiciones de podio. La vamos a ver recogiendo su trofeo.
Need to slide out of the groove.
Whoa, big lockup for Ty Gibbs in the wall. Much less where anybody else is.
Well, we see Chase Briscoe around. We can't really tell if he got any help.
Barely a miss by Truex.
Oh. Every restart, he has made up ground.
And out of turn 10, somebody took the long way around.
Yeah, that's Bubba Wallace, I believe.
Barry in trouble, locks him up, catches Truex, Cam Waters, Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, and everybody else.
Unbelievable.
And Jones, who was involved in that incident, oh boy, there goes Cindric all the way to the tire wall, and 2 more.
Oh, we got spinners in the back.
First time we've seen something like that today.
Oh my goodness.
The 19th, man.
That's going to bring a caution.
And there is our first yellow for an incident today. Big damage for Brandon Jones.
Sì, come dicevi tu, anche Inverti adesso
Qui c'è un problema per Baldan, che ha mollato proprio, è mancato, ha un problema alle fiamme, quindi una perdita e si ferma Nicola. Se alleggeriva forse andava in testa a coda, e qui invece chi era dietro non sono riuscito a vedere la vettura. Ricordiamo aveva toccato all'aventreno in precedenza, eccola qui la botta di Palanti, è brutta botta. Qui invece che cosa è successo? Ecco, si sono toccati i due, con Fantilli che è rimasto poi fermo in pista.
Vuole rimediare alla gara di stamattina, e qui vediamo proprio Schileo che va larghissimo, non riesce a tenere la vettura e finisce poi nelle protezioni. Grazie a Dio anche l'angolo d'impatto non è stato dei peggiori, quindi siamo intanto sollevati dall'averlo visto scendere dalla macchina. Addirittura è riuscito lui stesso a parcheggiarla negli ultimi metri, finito male per Vittorio Milani o per un'altra vettura coinvolta che però ora non vediamo. Ecco proprio il replay, no, invece ha fatto tutto da solo, l'ha persa in uscita.
Ecco, vedete Young che è completamente all'esterno, è costretto a tagliare.
Due macchine in testa coda, una è Ibanez, quindi subito dopo la partenza, e una è andato addirittura tutto sulla destra. E questo qua perde il cofano dopo il contatto, è proprio marchiante. Sì.
Non molla Magliona, va all'interno, buona la sua manovra, ma va in testa a coda e credo che abbia coinvolto Elberg. Vedete che si è insabbiato Magliona, credo non ci sia più nulla da fare.
A ver qué pasó. Sí, volcó, sí.
Yo iba a decir.
Es que yo lo vi, ya le vi, me pareció, porque le vi el piso, claro, después. Uy, hay otro que tumbó, pará.
Bueno, los dos que no pasaron por el parcial 2 son Claudio Rama y Leonardo Roveri. Viene siendo para Tito Besón el punto de la clasificación, allá vemos el despiste, ¿no? Los dos, no es que hubo un toque, sino que los dos se fueron juntos. Pero bien.
Claudio se pasó y lo enfocó al auto de Roveri. Y nos vamos con Andrés Perco nuevamente al sector de boxes.
Para hablar con Franco Vivian. Estábamos viendo justamente lo que pasaba en la carrera de Fiat. Tirame un boxes, Andy.
Que va por el campeonato, necesita la victoria. Mal ahí.
Me parece que el campeón se excedió.
He's gone up the inside. Oh no, he's all by himself.
Yeah.
Tuck the front.
I think that's pushing a little bit too hard to stay on that lead group in front.
Machine. No, it's the number 36. Just tuck the front there. Oh, it's gone over the curb. That's going to really hurt.
Oh, just going to have a replay. So, yeah, just tuck the front, going out of shot there. But
yeah, just like, I wasn't sure if he clipped the curb, but it didn't look like that. He just lost the front.
And here's it coming out of Lacombe. Well, we've just seen the aftermath of the crash, and that bike's gone a long, long way. And here we go, the Loic Arbel. So, yeah, I think you're right. Just gone late on, sliding down the roads. Thankfully, both rider and machine off to the right of the circuit. Coming out of the right-hander, just watching middle of the screen. Oh, wow, that's come round. He's lucky that didn't throw him over the high side. That's a very strange crash. Hopefully the sound will pick up. Just comes right round on Sylvan.
So strange. So it's the rear of the bike that's let go, but it's such an odd place for that to happen.
Here we go, gang. Taylor, just talk us through this.
Yeah, so he's going to get on the throttle here. The rear lets go. Oh, it went all the way to the lock stop, and at that point, just as you let go of the throttle, the rear grips again and fires him over the high side. But watch the bike here, end over end over end. Each time it's landing on the front and the back like that, it's bending the frame and the wheels and the... Is that the 333 bike?
This happened to the Honda No Limits bike. And that yellow machine was fighting for a rostrum spot in the super stock class, and the bike's gone end over end over end, and we're going to see it's at Pouhon. I mean, that's a really strange crash. It's on the exit of Pouhon. I mean, it's his outlap. I mean, look how far away that bike goes.
A move there on the inside of Chip Nakarin, and there's collision. Nakarin has gone, and Cooney, he has got damage, but Chip Nakarin is out of the race. We just have a look in, the man in fourth place. Oh, he came down. We had high hopes that an Indian racer, where of course TVS Very much part of it. It's a crash. 2 down. It's towards the back of the second group. Just have a look at this. Coming through. That's KY Ahmed. Yeah. So Sartak has a ride through. KY Ahmed. So Darte. Oh, it's the man in front of him. It is Cal Vietnam who goes down. Darte goes over Cal Vietnam.
You can't miss him. And is that Deandra joining them as well?
Oof. This is where this race will be won and lost. Nazzle stays on one side. Aditya falls and the bike spins away.
And then Jorge Prado crashed from 3rd on lap 3. He picked himself up in 8th. He would have some work to do. Cornelius Toindale fell just ahead of Kevin Hawkmo and Calvin Verlanen. He was in victory around this Kegum circuit as Verlanen fell from 5th to 9th. He would start to claw his way back up the leaderboard. So too did his teammate Andrea Adamo. He then remounted in 11th and then stopped on track. Lucas Coonan then fell from 2nd. And the Starn boys not having a great time of it in race 2. Prunier then took over 2nd place for 2 laps. And Guy de Wolf down again for the 3rd time. Past Prunier as Harrop fell from 5th. He picked himself up in 8th. Another fall for Lucas Coonan towards the end of the race, but he did not lose the 3rd place.
That was a nice little... Oh, that's the inside line. We've seen this several times. James! And Sexton goes flying and down! And he's on the inside, James! He might have it! Oh, Vial goes down trying to make the pass!